We're going to talk about something that can feel heavier than heartbreak or rejection, even heavier than failure. We're talking about regrets. And I don't mean the small, fleeting kind. I mean the deep, heavy kind that shows up years down the road when you're finally being honest with yourself.
This quote, man, it just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The regrets that hurt the most, they're not about a lack of ability. They're about a lack of will, a failure of courage. And that's the big idea we're going to unpack together.
All right, so let's dive into how this particular kind of regret actually works, because it has this really strange way of getting louder over time. See, when you're young, the future feels endless, right? A missed opportunity just doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But as the years go by, that quiet little whisper of what if starts to grow, until one day it's a deafening scream, a constant reminder of a road you never even stepped onto. And that leads us to a really crucial point. We tend to think regret comes from making a bad choice, from messing up. But the most profound, the most lasting regret, it comes from a totally different place. It's the paralysis, the hesitation, the failure to make any choice at all. That's what ends up doing the most damage. It's not about taking the wrong turn on the map. It's about never even leaving the starting line in the first place. And this is what it actually looks like in real life. These are those moments. You had the chance, you saw the opening, you had the idea, but you held back. You told yourself you were waiting for the perfect time, and while you were waiting, life just moved on without you. And that's what stings. And this is the soundtrack playing in your head, isn't it? These are the questions that get so much louder at night when you're alone and all the daily noise finally stops. The really critical thing to get here is that this kind of regret doesn't just attack your past. It actively poisons your future, filling it with doubt and all those what might have beens. Okay, so now we get to the part that really, really hurts. It's that moment you have to finally confront the person you could have become, if only you'd just done something different. And this comparison, it's stark for a reason. On one side, you've got a life that was shaped by holding back, and on the other, a life that was shaped by stepping forward. Someday, you're going to see this other version of you. And that realization, that's where the deepest pain really comes from. And this is the truth that fuels it all. It's not that you couldn't do it. Deep, deep down, you know you had the ability. You had everything it took. The only piece missing was the action. You just didn't move. Okay, I know. So far, this has all been pretty heavy. But this is where we pivot. Because what if regret isn't just a punishment? What if it's actually a tool? I absolutely love this way of reframing it. It's like regret is the universe's way of shaking you and telling you that you can't keep living like this. It's not a final judgment on your past. It's a powerful signal for your future. It's a compass, pointing you directly toward the change you need to make. So, here's what it all boils down to. You have a choice between two different kinds of pain. There's the pain of discipline, doing the hard thing, taking the risk, facing the chance of failure. That pain is temporary. But the pain of regret, the pain of knowing you did absolutely nothing, that can follow you for a lifetime. And that brings us right here to our final and, honestly, our most important section. We've understood the pain. We've seen how it can be a compass. So now, how do we actually use that compass to start moving? Listen, if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. That feeling of regret can trick you into believing your chances passed you by. But it hasn't. The very fact that you're feeling this pain is proof that there is still time to become the person you are meant to be. All regret really wants is for you to stop wasting the time you still have left. So what does using that compass actually look like? It all starts with a single choice. It means choosing to move, not waiting for some magical motivation to show up, but creating it with action. It means taking that one risk that keeps you up at night, saying that one thing you've been swallowing down, and just starting the very first, tiny step of that journey. This isn't about some massive life overhaul tomorrow. It's about taking one small action right now to prove to yourself that the story isn't over. And in the end, it all just comes down to this one question. Are you going to let regret write the story of your life, a story of hesitation and missed chances? Or are you going to decide right now to pick up the pen and start writing it yourself? The choice is yours.